this was something you said you didn't understand, so I've got to sort of explain it a bit better. Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt's legal fight that has been raging since 2016.
First of all, who's Mark Hunt?
Mark Hunt is was he Australian or New Zealand? Anyway, he was a fighter, UFC fighter. He fought Brock Lesnar at UFC 200. He lost in, I believe, off the top of my head, a 3-round decision to Brock. And then he tried to sue UFC and Dana White and Brock Lesnar and everybody else because he claimed that UFC knowingly allowed Brock Lesnar to participate in that fight, even though even though Dana White and UFC and everybody knew he was doping.
So when was this suit filed?
This suit was filed a good few years ago, at least 6 years ago. So, I'm sorry, I'm just writing something down there. Let me read this to you. On Tuesday, a federal judge in Nevada struck down the rest of Hunt's case against his former promoter, which was revived in 2021 when an appeals court reversed previous dismissals of battery, fraud, and conspiracy claims against the UFC, Dana White, and Brock Lesnar in connection with Hunt's ill-fated fight against the WWE star on July 9th, 2016. U.S. District Judge Jennifer A. Dorsey found Hunt failed to prove the trio knowingly misled him that Lesnar would not be using performance-enhancing drugs in connection with their UFC 200 bout and conspired to book it despite previous knowledge that Lesnar was doping. Now, it should also be said that Lesnar, after the fight, it was announced that he had tested positive for something or other. Some banned substance.
So they kicked it out?
Yeah.
Even though he tested positive after the fight?
Yeah.
Which means that he would have tested positive during the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it was about. I don't understand that at all.
Well, the lawsuit alleges that obviously Brock Lesnar would have known because he did it.
Mm-hmm.
But the lawsuit alleges that the UFC and Dana White knew that Brock Lesnar was on banned substances when they let him fight.
Of course they did.
You think?
Oh, yeah. They knew that. Because look at Brock. He's a physical specimen. I'm sure he just doesn't get there naturally. But what was the guy suing for? The money amount.
It doesn't say the money amount.
Well, you know what my interest is in that subject? My interest level is like this. So, hey, I hate the guy. I'm on the guy of the guy that I'm on the plaintiff's side because I think they all knew it and let him because they had it all advertised. If they had changed it, they would have lost some money, and I don't know.
Hey, they test them months out.
How often do they test before a fight?
Now, with USADA...
And how close to the fight do they test?
With USADA, you're always in the testing pool unless you declare that you're retired. So they can test you whenever they want, essentially. They can knock on your door at 4 o'clock in the morning and say, do a little whittle in this cup and we're going to take it away. And you have to let them know, when you're going on holiday, where you're going to be. They're really, really strict with fighters. So if they want to test you, you have to let them know where you're going to be, essentially, your major plans, like many, many months in advance.
Well, how close to the fight did Brock test?
Good question.
And who is to know that whose actual urine was used?
Have you ever heard the story about Sid and Harvey Whippleman, downtown Bruno?
Yeah, I've heard some stories. I know those guys pretty well.
Have you heard the one did a wee for the other to pass a test?
I'm sure Harvey did the wee for Sid.
Yes,
I'm sure of that. But
let me bring this up to you. So this actually brings up the point. So why did WWE?
I talked to him not too long ago.
Oh, really?
Yep, good guy.
When's he coming on?
He wants to come on.
Does he?
He's got some great stories.
Oh, we've got to have him on.
Great stories. He does.
Let me tell you this then. So the thing I want to bring to your attention is, so why did UFC's testing pull up Brock Lesnar was using a banned substance? I think it was like a diuretic or something like that, where it basically cleans your body of performance-enhancing drugs. So why didn't WWE's performance wellness policy pick that up? It's because Brock Lesnar is not tested, and he has it written into his contract that he doesn't have to do any drug tests. And apparently that's the same for him, and that's the same for other part-time wrestlers.
I didn't know that. So Brock, in his contract now that he has signed, and maybe might sign another one, he has it written in that he doesn't get tested for anything.
Supposedly so. That's what's in his contract.
Wow. So I can do it, but you don't do it.
One rule for them. One rule for everybody else.
Well, I can see it being done.
I know this sounds weird, but did you have to do a test when you were doing the Zeb Colter thing in the mid-2010s?
Did I do a test? What are you saying? I was on drugs? Is that what you're trying to say?
Hopefully that you weren't on drugs when you did the test.
Yes, I did. I did do it, and I would ask, why in the hell am I doing a damn drug test? I'm not touching nobody, and nobody's touching me. See, it wasn't written in my contract that nobody could touch me, but I was told by the guy that they got rid of on talent relations, Mark.
No,
I forgot what his name. But he said I wasn't to be touched. He said, if anybody brings up during the finish that they're going to hit you or they're going to do this, you tell them not no, but hell no. And we did something one night and it was never brought up, and I had kind of forgotten about it because I still have that wrestler mentality at the time. And somebody hit me, but they shouldn't have hit me. And I come out and I noticed they kept hanging around me. How are you? How you doing? If I'd have known then what I know now, I would have went, I feel good. Oh, I just fell out. And to take me to the hospital. Oh God. Oh, I'm having visions and
we can see into the future now.
Oh my. I did go to Las Vegas. Here's another story I've never told. Okay. Went to Las Vegas. This is a short story. And we went to LA. We rode to Vegas. I forgot who I rode with now, some other guy. And I got there, and when I got out of the car, there was an Uber driver. I swear to God, he hit me with the car, not hard, but he knocked me down. I should have stayed down. But I got up and I was cussing. I was mad more than anything else because he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't going 1 mile an hour, but the car kept inching forward, and I was trying to get away from it, and I just couldn't, and it knocked me down in Vegas. So, and the guy says, hey, here's $20, man. I said, get the fuck out of here. I don't want your $20. Hell, you damn near killed me. But I never even reported it. But I should have.
Bruce Pritchard's told a story about you in a car once when you were in Impact.
You see how good I am to people, James. What did you say? You broke up there.
Yeah, I know the internet got a bit weird there. You were frozen for a few seconds.
It sure did. Okay.
Bruce Pritchard told a story about you in Impact in 2017. This was after you'd done your legging. And
you broke up again, too.
Oh, it's your internet. Your internet's terrible at the moment. It's glowing
Stop
red.
Stop it. Why is it always got to be me?
It's glowing red. I can see it. Or yellow now.
Oh, what's that mean?
It means your internet's terrible. It's gone back to white now. That's the good one. Right.
Okay.
So Bruce Pritchard said in 2017, you were going to I don't know if you were going to your car or whatever. You were getting out of, I think you were still in the Rascal thing at the time.
Uh-huh.
And you got out of it to stand up, and you leant on a car to stand up. And then the car, do you remember it? Say it.
I remember it.
Go on.
No, but I wasn't in my deal. I just, I was just getting out of the car, and Bruce, I guess, and somebody else behind, and they had gathered around. There was another car behind us. They were in that car, and we were talking. And while they were talking, I said, well, the way I look, and I leaned back, and the guy was going forward, and I went, whoa, and I just took the big bump over. And they all run over, you're okay, you're okay. I said, yeah, I'm fine. Bob Ryder was, yeah, but he was a good guy. He really was. And everybody laughed at my expense, of course. Of course, I laughed with him because it was kind of funny. It didn't hurt me anyway. So, and he told that.
Yeah, he told that some time ago. I don't know when, but I remember hearing that, and Bruce was like, he's tough, isn't he, Dutch? He just falls straight over, and then he just dusts himself up off, and he's fine again.
Oh yeah. So, but that really happened. It did.